Guys, for this week of Muley Story Monday, I wanted to share with you guys actually a buck that I killed this last year. It's one of my favorite bucks I've ever killed, and it means a whole lot to me, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to kind of tell you guys a little bit about the whole story. So, me and my grandpa's actually, I think he's 75 or 76, and we've been wanting to kill a really big buck together for a long time. So we've been putting in for Wyoming, and we finally drew a tag. It's just a general season tag, but we were pretty happy. We had a good friend named Gene Moses, and he has some horses up there so he kind of went up there and set up camp for us. We were ready to find a real big buck to try and kill. So the first day, we went up there and we were back into the back country on horses, and we were just glassing all the ridges that usually hold deer, because we actually went there last year. We saw quite a few deer last year, but this year we just weren't seeing any deer, and it was just a kind of a tough year. We saw, I think that morning we actually saw 5 different grizzly bears, so that kind of rattled us a little bit, and maybe that's why there weren't any deer in the area. So we were kind of discouraged, and so that evening we went out again, just looking for deer, anything we could turn up. And we had really high hopes this hunt. We had a goal to kill a 30-incher, and we really thought it was possible, but every hour that went by, our hopes kind of started getting lower and lower, but we just stuck to it, kept behind the glass, and just hoping that we could turn something up. And so that evening we didn't see anything either. The second day, it was the same as the first. We were just kind of down in the dumps. I think we saw one buck. It was probably a 22, 24-inch 4-point, nothing that we wanted to get that early in the hunt. So I think it was the third or fourth morning, we took the horses up, and we were riding all morning long to try and get to this glassing point that we could see up over some rolling hills, and hopefully just get into the deer, because we had no idea where they were. They weren't where they usually have been in the years past. So we get to that glassing point, and keep in mind, so this is, I think when I killed it was actually September 19th. We get to this glassing point, there's some rolling hills, and we hear a couple elk bugling. So my grandpa and Gene go over, start glassing up the elk. I was pretty determined to find a buck, because I wanted to get that 30-inch mark. I knew it was possible in this unit. I knew that if we kept hitting it hard, I think we could really find something. So I went up a few ridges over and started glassing, and on that same ridge, probably 300 yards away from me on the opposite ridge, there's a cactus buck that comes out, and he's like a 3x4, just kind of funky looking. I was like, oh, that's a pretty cool buck. I've never shot a cactus buck, and he was pretty cool, but I was like, oh, I just can't bring myself to shoot him. And the hillside, there's a thick timber forest, and then it kind of opens up, and on the timber you can see this buck, and he's feeding, and he looks pretty big, but he's feeding parallel with me, so he's not looking my way, and I can just see the side of his antlers. I was really excited at first, because he looked pretty massive, but I saw that he was only a 3-point. I was pretty bummed out, because I thought for sure that was it. Glassing him still, and all of a sudden he slowly turns my direction, and I freak out. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what. I just remember I was like, oh shoot, I need to kill that buck, because I see how wide he is, and I went into a panic. I don't know how I did it, but I ran over and got my grandpa and Gene. I'm like, hey, I got a big buck, you guys gotta come over here. So they helped calm me down. I had buck fever like crazy, I was shaking, and they helped calm me down quite a bit. And finally, I kind of catch my cool for a little bit. I get a dead rest, and I shot and he went down, and I was so happy. I couldn't believe that that I kept my cool, and I don't think I could have kept my cool without my grandpa there by my side, just telling me, hey, you got to make this count. It's pretty awesome that I was able to share that experience with him, and then walking down on the buck, I had no idea he had that much mass, and it was just a really fun hunt to be able to share with my grandpa, and just memories that will last a lifetime.